14 hands left to play before the blinds go up, and that's going to put even more pressure on those middling / short stacks we have. Felix is the shortest stack. He has been partnered with PokerStars since 2013. The Grund on Tour team have been following his every move. We are thrilled that he's here today. Georges Abreu has 4 EPT main event cashes. He's a member of the polarized poker community, a Portuguese pro hoping to become his country's 4th EPT champion. Thierry Goniat has been traveling the poker circuit for 20 years with his wife, Isabel Baltazar. He had lung surgery in November, was worried he wouldn't be able to handle the long hours. Enrico Coppola is a hospitality professional, came 4th in EPT Monte Carlo last year, originally from Turin in Italy, now lives in Geneva, Switzerland. Thomas Gizonis has also got EPT final table experience. Monte Carlo 2018, 3rd place finisher, plays online as Dartaz. Nazar Buhaiov has done a lot of money on previous EPT trips, but is now guaranteed a 6-figure score, looking to become the 2nd Ukrainian EPT champion. And Kazimir Seire, Sice 25 online, learned from the best, watched streamers like Spraggy and Finton to develop his game. And here he is, looking to become the 3rd Finnish EPT winner. Woo! And cards are being dealt. Hand number 1 of the final table is underway. Blinds are 100K, 150K, with a 150K big blind ante. Felix is first to act, and he's got ace-king.
Wow.
Good luck, Felix.
Yeah, and you know what? It's just, this is the calm before the storm here with these shorter and shorter stacks. Been 7, 8-handed for so long. Something's got to give. This is a powder keg, so expect a quick fold from the the 8s that were ahead. I think that is completely reasonable. And look at Goniat.
Reshoves with the 10s. So we will have a classic race. King folded. Oh,
dear God.
Kazimir has jacks.
This ain't no flip. This is anything but standard.
Hold on, he's got to think about this, and he's got to think about the ICM implications. There's been an open jam, there's been a re-jam. What are you actually meant to do here with jacks, Griffin?
Okay, so this is the inherent problem. You know, Felix, obviously, someone who's going to have a tighter range here, especially the ICM considerations. Him open shoving for 13 big blinds is quite a tight range. It's like 9s, 10s, all the better hands, all the better flipping, all the other flipping hands, ace, queen, ace, king, all those kind of hands. So
is it aces and kings and queens?
I think that probably aces and kings men. Yeah, this is a great fold. I agree with this. I know it seems a little crazy, especially because this is actually the best case scenario for him here if he were to have called. Because this is sort of like, you know, ace, king, 10s reshove, but it's not like, you know, 9s and 7s. It's not like ace, jack, and pocket 9s. It's these kind of range of hands. So even though he was ahead, it's a good fold.
So we are flipping. Felix is at risk and behind. It's not quite a flip because of folded outs. The Grund crew are calling for the king. Wir möchten ein König. King on the flop.
Looking good for the Freund of PokerStars.
Don't celebrate too early.
Hold. Hold. Ace on the turn, but it doesn't change anything. Goniat still has 2 outs. Felix just has to fade a 10 on the river to survive. He doubles up on the first hand of the final table.
Hey, don't worry about Terry Goniat. He's left with 6 big blinds. Very comfortable stack for him.
Goniat becomes the short stack at the table, just 6 bigs. Felix now playing 26 bigs.
Living the dream.
This really is the dream, to make a final table, all your friends on the rail, huge double up on the first hand.
Friends on the rail, and so many wider friends and fans in the poker community watching the stream, hoping he can ladder up, maybe get heads up against Abreu, maybe overturn that huge chip lead.
Real rail and virtual rail.
4.3 million now after winning that flip with ace, king against tens, leaving Gonyat with just 6 bigs. Well, we spoke to Felix before the start of today's final table.
It's already meaning the world to me how far I have come right now. So this is the biggest score of my career. This is the biggest spot I've ever been in. This is all I've ever dreamed of since I started doing the live streaming project and doing what I'm doing. And for me, everything is a bonus. I love to see the sight of that trophy. It looks so incredibly beautiful. I wouldn't have thought that it would be so soon that I would be playing for it, actually, and that I have a real shot. And this just is insane. And it means the world also for the whole community and all my friends and family and my girlfriend and everybody who's supporting me, who knows how much this means to me. So that is actually what means the most to me.
Congratulations and good luck.
Thank you very much.
The biggest takeaway for me is, this is someone who's been partnered with PokerStars for, over a dozen years, hasn't had a great deal of success in these main events. Obviously that's always the dream. Oh my gosh, guys! I'm
Sorry,
just trying to do a thing.
I was just saying, what, it's for Abreu.
Fair enough. But yeah, I quickly finished my point. I mean, it's just, you start to think maybe it's never going to happen, and then here you are, and you're hugging your friends, and Coppola has queens. You're probably going to get a pay jump here, and suddenly you're in the final 6.
I mean, the move here is all in, right? Although, hang on a second, Gonyat's only got 6 bigs.
You got to shove. You got 15 big blinds. You have so much fold equity. Abreu is raising probably king 5 off at this point. Like your hand is too strong. What are the odds that he wakes up with a better hand?
Oh my word. So hand number 1, we had ace, king, eights, tens, and jacks. Hand number 2, ace is open and queen's just flat out of a 15 big blind stack.
I mean, look, nothing is promised here. Just because Thierry has 6 big blinds, like you really are supposed to go all in here. So this is very, very surprising to me.
And now Buhaiov is thinking about whether to squeeze with a small suited ace. Can every hand of the final table be this wild, please?
Yes, please.
I mean, I don't think Buhaiov is considering doing something nuts, but 33 big blinds, expecting like a raise fold percentage in the low mid 90s from Abreu. Maybe he just thinks this is going to get folds every time. In the completely unlikely, okay, good, get away from that, get out of there, buddy.
Okay, so around to Felix in the big blind, he passes. So we are going to go heads up to the flop, and this is so wild. Coppola flatting with queens out of a short stack.
There's a lot of flops where it just goes in, right?
Will this be one of them? The flop is queen 4.
Yeah, I think that'll get in. I think that'll do it. That'll do it.
I mean, now he's going to look like a genius because he's going to get it in good.
I mean, Abreu is gonna. I really hope the camera's on his face when the cards get turned over. That's all I'm gonna say, because it's the last thing he's expecting.
Absolutely. Abreu checks, hoping to induce a bet from Coppola. Spoiler alert: he's probably going to get it.
I mean, I think there's a chance too. Coppola just feels this is too strong. Like let's let my opponent with their ace, jack, jack of diamonds see a little equity, but. If he flatted pre-flop, you know what? He does find the check back.
What is going on here?
No ace on the turn. Instead, it is a full house for Coppola.
Yeah, and I wonder if Abreu ever finds another check just to try to let Coppola catch up. I'm wondering what he thinks about Coppola's range here, right? Like, you think you would have... if he has 2 9s, I guess you do start betting. Maybe you bet small in the turn, and then something that risks maybe half of Coppola stack on the river where he'll still be in that Thierry range to get a crying call. But no, he just thinks he has the board too pipped, and I don't blame him for this. This is, you really want your opponent to start bluffing or get a piece. Maybe he thinks his range is like something like ace-jack suited, let him hit a jack on the river or whatever.
Okay, Griffin, I can understand Coppola checking back the flop. He's got to start getting some chips in on the turn, though, right?
I mean, I just think that Coppola, imagines that Abreu thinks this flat is quite strong and that he just doesn't really have much of anything. So I think that's why he checked back on the flop. But yeah, we got to start putting out something.
So 400,000 is the bet.
The real question is, does Abreu ever just like click this because he doesn't want this to be sort of a blockery bet with pocket nines that then just checks back the river? Yeah, he is going to raise for that reason.
Abreu.
Check raises to 850,000.
Can you imagine being in Enrico's spot?
Just calls.
Yeah.
Beats him into the pot, but calls.
How quick was that call from Coppola as well?
Quite literally beat him into the pot.
Coppola with 1.1 million behind. We've got 2.7 million in the pot. River card. Will it be the case ace?
The drama.
No.
Yeah, and at this stage, Abreu is thinking probably king-queen suited, ace-queen suited. Maybe those 9s and 10s that will just fold to a shove a lot of the time. But yeah, he's just got to put the rest in and is, I don't think he'll be thrilled if Coppola snap calls, because then maybe it's king-queen of hearts. But he, at this stage, he thinks he has the best hand, and he's hoping to get the rest of the chips.
Time bank cards being played. Remember, there is a 30-second shot clock at this final table. If you need more thinking time, you have to play those time bank cards, which are worth 30 seconds each.
Nothing happening in this hand the way you'd expect.
Another time bank card.
You might want to save some of those for later.
Seems like he has a healthy supply. He's probably accrued a fair few over the last few days. And of course, every player would have got 6 additional cards at the start of play today.
For every elimination, you get all their time bank cards, right?
That's
fine.
So there we go. Abreu shoves on Coppola. Just check back. Yeah, I got queens. Full house. Boom. Double up.
Zoinks! What?
Bit of a slow roll.
A little slow roll.
Yeah.
Look how proud he is of himself.
Everyone's so like, okay, buddy. Great.
Such low amounts of scores. I understand that he's primarily an online player, but you would expect him to have, splashed around in some of the side events, or maybe he hasn't been going to this many events. I mean, 80K, you're talking about 2019 that he was. That's pretty crazy to me. For someone who's as talented and accomplished as he is,
Poker's hard.
Not for me.
Jack 10 of diamonds for Nazar Buhaiov. Opens to 300,000. Casimir Seire has queens.
Not getting away from this one.
750.
He is not going to flat with queens. He is going to 3-bet. Re-raises to 750,000.
There's only one player I care about in this hand, and that is Scary Thierry Gonyat.
Ace-8 suited for Georges Abreu.
Now.
He has to separate from what he wants and what he has to do.
Yeah, and what he has to do is burn a time bank, because he's been putting pedal to the metal, and it's basically all been working out. Of course, the time he was coolered with aces. But every other move with the kind of blocker hand, I mean, if he imagines that this is some nonsense 3-bet, I mean,
1-4.
Oh, he's doing chip leader type things. Cold 4-bet to 1.4 million.
You think this is what he wants to do or what he has to do?
This feels like a bit of flexing now at this point.
So it's all into call for Thierry Gonyat, who's got ace-jack. What is he meant to do here? Well, he's decided he's going to go for it. Gamble!
Wow.
Round to Thomas Yazonis in the big
No!
blind. Who's got kings?
No!
What in the world?
Guys, you said you wanted the craziness to continue. You're welcome.
So I think there is a world in which the queens can fold now. I really, really do. Because once Gizonis goes all in here for the 3 million, 2.8, whatever it is. This range now is like aces, kings, queens. It's not. I don't even think it's jacks. We saw how quickly jacks was folded in the Felix hand, so I think queens is maybe going to be a let go here.
We could have a four-way all in here. As things stand, Gonyat has called all in for 600,000. We've had the shove from Gizonis for 2.75 million.
We can't have a four-way all in, but yeah, three-way for sure.
We could have a four-way all in because Abreu might feel he's priced in. It's only another 1.35 million.
Yeah, but if he goes all, so you're saying he calls two more and leaves 3 behind. I think Seire is just going to go all in or fold, right?
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I don't get me wrong. I like the idea. I want it to happen, but I just think this goes. Oh, what does Abreu do when he has 1-4 in there? Yeah, he does find the fold.
Wow.
Yeah.
Casimir gets away
fold.
from it.
It's a fold.
I don't think Abreu can get away from it because of the price he's getting.
Now
absolutely.
he can.
Now he can. That's the thing. It's like there's two different worlds of separate three-way all-ins here.
Yes,
I think is the way to frame it. Yeah, unbelievable scenes here at EPT Paris 2026. Yeah, he knows what he has to do. He just doesn't know if he has the heart to do it.
What he wants to do
Yeah,
what he has to do.
Do what you have to do, my friend.
Oh, this is a classic.
Do what
Don't
you have
like
to do.
it. Have to go along with it. He's got the chips in his hand. Being laid an amazing price. HTC.
I mean, look, it's not a bad hand to have in this situation. It's
Sure.
better than having 2 jacks. You know, I think it's just like you flip it in, you hope you're up against kings and queens.
He has flipped it in. The cards go on their backs. There is the prospect of a double KO here. However, King's way ahead. Thierry Gonyat dominates Georges Abreu.
Abreu has a 2-outer and a 3-outer.
It's one way to put it.
67% equity for Thomas Gizonis in this three-way pot.
Couple of shovels for Abreu might put these two in their graves.
Well, I would highlight it's not looking good for Thierry, who has been nursing that short stack for what seems like days.
He's made a lot of extra money. He's on borrowed time for sure. This is partner Isabel on the rail we just saw.
5 cards to come that will decide the fates of 2 players who are at risk here.
Un as ou alors que du carreau.
Júlia. Uma variante. Uma variante.
Let's see the flop.
Oh my goodness.
A jack and an 8.
And 2 shovels.
Spades are a factor. The nut flush draw for Abreu. We've got ourselves a post-flop flip.
4 shovels in play now. Just keep digging the potential poker graves.
Turn card. It's a spade!
Oh my goodness!
And we have ourselves a double KO. Gonyat Gizonis drawing dead on the turn. We will see Georges Abreu eliminate both players. Gonyat officially finishing in 7th place. Thomas Gizonis cashing out in 6th place. We're down to 5 players. And Georges Abreu now has 26 million chips. We have 5, and we continue today until we have our champion.
I love Japan. Beautiful place.
Had a blast. And they love poker.
Yeah.
Action has been folded to Felix on the button. He gets out of the way. Blind v blind. Queen 6 for Abreu.
Quicks.
Quicksand in some circles. Mostly just my head.
Big empty circle.
Again, just as with the previous orbit, raises small to big. 600K. Jack 9 suited. Coppola is going to call and see a flop. That flop is Queen 8-8.
Interesting board, actually. You know, the gutter and the backdoor flush draw for Coppola, top pair for Abreu. Does he mix in a check here? Stay under repped, start getting value on later streets.
Yeah, just bet it now.
The thing that's interesting about betting, and I think if he does, it's going to be like really small, like 200 to 300. Yeah, he's going to bet 300 because he really wants some floats from some worse hands. Like get that first node of value from hands like what he has, or King Jack of clubs, those kind of hands.
Or Jack 9 of hearts.
4 of diamonds takes away the possibility of Coppola making a flush. Still has the gut shot, though.
Yeah, and this is where I think we start mixing in checks from Abreu. It's like we get those light floats that we're ahead of. We pot control the times that we're losing. Coppola's going to have every better queen.
I wanted to see the time. It's okay, it's okay.
So I think we can anticipate a check here. Maybe we can induce bluffs from those floats on the turn.
He has mixed in a check.
How will Coppola respond?
Yeah, does he take the bait? You know, he finds himself actually at the bottom of his range with Jack 9 here, right? Because if we think about the pocket pairs that might float this flop, that's technically quite a bit better than Jack High. You know, even Jack 10, King Jack floats we were talking about, Ace 10, Ace Jack. So he has seen that little fishing line come in the water, and he's taken a nibble. Abreu all but certainly going to be calling here, and then the river becomes interesting if Coppola decides to go for it again, but I expect this will probably just go call and then check, check. But I've been surprised before. Let's see if the Italian's got a move in him, or maybe he makes it straight. No.
No, he doesn't. Abreu's hand still good. 3 million in the middle. Coppola the effective stack with 3.75 mil behind.
I would say with near certainty that this goes check, check, but if Coppola does bet, I think what Abreu is going to be thinking is, okay, do I think he has any 8s in his range? No, not really. He's just, I mean, well, of course he does. It's blind on blind. It's tricky. So he does the block bet. This is really interesting.
Enrico
Played a time bank card. Clearly thinking about raising here because you can't call with Jack High, can you?
I believe it is allowed.
Chris, can we get a check on the rules? Are we allowed to call with Jack High on the river? Yeah, we can. Not advised.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. He's counting out a raise.
5. Raise.
And Abreu immediately asks for a count.
350.
Yeah.
1,350,000.
I think this is why he took this line, right? Is to induce this. Now, there's just so interesting. It's a great hand of poker.
You can't spell Coppola.
Because that's why Abreu bet this, right? He bet this small amount so that Coppola would just call with most of his range that's losing, and then a lot of the range that he's even winning. If he has king queen here, he just snaps this 300, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what is he repping? Just stone, backdoor diamonds, pocket 7s, ace 8.
Did he fold? Abreu lets it go, and Coppola shows the bluff.
Okay.
I was gonna say,
What was it?
you can't spell Coppola without cola pop.
Sorry.
And this guy is
I
fizzy.
think diamond. I think diamond. I'm stupid. I'm
Wait, what?
stupid guy.
No, that's a bit, right? He's funny. He is fizzy.
My friend, the last time I told you before, the last time, you bet. I learn video tonight, you know, when you bluff,
Guy's got personality for days.
Action's been folded to Felix Schneider's. He's passed. Now we're on the chip leader, George Abreu on the button. Folds queen deuce, so it's Coppola in the small, Buhaiov in the big. Coppola with pocket eights.
4-5.
Snowmans.
He has raised it to 450,000, 8-7 for Buhaiov. He's going to call. Well, if his case 8 doesn't hit the flop.
Would you go broke on just an 8?
When it's combined with a straight draw and it's top pair, yes. I think this could be the end of Nazar Buhaiov, unless he can make a straight.
Once again, I have been hoisted by my own petard.
Yeah.
350,000.
Coppola continues for 350,000.
All in.
Oh, Buhaiov moves all in, gets snap
Oh,
called.
my goodness.
Buhaiov drawing thin.
What are the odds? He can't even believe it.
That's pretty brutal.
Yeah.
Needs the 5 for the straight.
Pretty
Fireworks in Paris.
big cooler. Pretty boring. I'd be yawning too. Fight this hard. Get it in this spot. Boring.
Coppola,
Wait.
84% favorite to win here and eliminate Nazar Buhaiov. Four outs for the Ukrainian. 2 chances to hit. No 5 on the turn. It has to be a 5 on the river or we are down to 4 players. River card is a 10, it's a KO. We've enjoyed watching Nazar Buhaiov over the last few days. Ukrainian pro cashes in 5th place for 303,150 euros.
Abreu still crushing.
Ma è uguale. Toto Cotugno.
Yeah, I do it next time. I do. Then I can switch the rail from here to when you're in the hat.
I think Hempy may be changing sides. He's like, sorry, Felix, I love Enrico Coppola.
Turncoat.
Action on Casimir Seire. Pocket tens.
Now, let's take a look here. 13 big blinds.
Come here, Casimir. Doesn't ship, but will most certainly be calling it off and or getting it in against other aggression. Abreu. has parked his cards, and he has got ace-queen suited.
These chips are going in the middle. Joe, Coppola has got to wake up with something very big to want to be interested in this engagement here. Not going to be good enough. Ace-8 in the bin.
Not a lot of creativity possible in that spot. Back to Seire, who is a decisively get-inable hand.
He hasn't min raised this to fold it now, especially against the chip leader, who's going to be very capable of 3-betting light. We will dominate some of this 3-betting range. We will be ahead of some of these value 3-bets. You know, imagine Abreu trying to 3-bet with 9s or 8s here, apply pressure, trying to generate fold equity. That is the all-in.
Can I get a count, please? Yes.
He wants an exact count, but there's no chance he's folding ace-queen of spades at this stage in the hand. Once he confirms that it is the value that was announced pre-flop, he's going to be ready to get the rest in.
375.
How much?
3,375,000.
Call.
That's the call. And we are now flipping a coin.
Come on, boys.
For Seire's tournament life. We know one ace was folded.
3.3 something.
Abreu has been running very good in his pre-flop all-in game. Let's see if he can continue the battle.
Like clavicular versus ASU frat leader, one of these two things has a slight mathematical advantage.
Fatigué.
Seire, the player at risk. Abreu stands to lose very little in this hand, but stands to win a lot. Ace high flop.
Whoa.
Looking grim for tens.
Kymppi tulee aina. Kymppi tulee aina.
Turn is a club. That's going to add a whole lot of outs for Seire.
There's always a sweat. There's always a sweat.
Please.
11 outs.
Come on.
To save Seire. Seire closed.
How good is Abreu running today, guys? Just dominating on the felt and winning his flips. Run good, play good. That's a powerful combination.
I'll add you on this card.
Casimir, Seire, mogged in 4th place. Cashing for 394,150 euros.
Very unique situation.
Keep going at will. Felix with 5 big blinds on the button in this next hand. And 76 of the final table. So Schneider's first to act. Queens!
Here we go. Baby doll.
All in.
He is all in. 10-8 suited for Abreu. Asks for a count.
1,675,000.
That is a fold. Coppola in the big blind has called. Threw in a single chip to make the call. Looks like ace-9 suited. Offsuit. The Grunders want Felix's queens to hold. They do not want to see an ass on the desk. Nicht auf dem Tisch.
And look, this seemed like all but certain Felix was going to finish 3rd. This all in here, if he doubles up, he's close to 4 million, which would leave Enrico with under 6. He has a real chance to get heads up for an EPT title, and it starts right here with these queens holding.
Appel enough, enough.
It's a low flop, 4-4 deuce. Queens, 86% favorite.
It's a hell of a good start for Felix Schneiders. What a supportive rail, one of the more supportive rails we've seen in some time here at the EPT.
Turn card. Queen. Coppola drawing dead on the turn. Felix gets a double up.
Oh my God, the scenes. Felix, it's happening, buddy. Somebody pinch him.
That narrows the gap between them.
I kind of want someone to play an alarm clock in his ear so he thinks he's like waking up.
Felix now with 12 big blinds, Coppola 19. The gap has closed massively.
Oh yeah. So you're telling me there's a chance.
This was the moment Felix saw that queen on the turn and he knew the river immaterial. By the way, Coppola out of time bank cards. He's burnt through them all. Hopefully he doesn't have any super tough decisions. Remember, your pre-flop shot clock on your first decision is only 15 seconds. Queen 3 for Felix.
Yeah, that is super relevant.
That might go in the bin. So now action on Abreu in the small blind. Queen 10 offsuit. All of it. You think he's going to shove on him?
Yep. Unequivocally.
Sure enough, does shove on Coppola. And Coppola has jacks. He calls all in.
Oh my God, here we go.
A great spot for Coppola to double up through the chip leader. But Abreu does have an overcard.
Look, I mean, 23% of the time, it happens every time, James.
And this is where Felix stays super quiet, right?
Yeah.
But he is sweating a 200K pay jump, and he's not going to show any emotion, but I guarantee you he's thinking,
Yeah.
queen, queen,
Listen.
queen, queen, queen.
I just think etiquette-wise, if it does come queen-eye, don't go jumping into the rail like, you know what I mean? But tensions are high, stakes are high, drinks are being had.
The flop. Oh, has a 10 on it. Okay, so now Abreu picks up additional outs. 4 cards in the deck that Coppola has to fade. You know what? It'd be so much dirtier if it was the 10 rather than the queen.
Oh, no, don't say that.
As things stand, Coppola better than a 4-1 favorite to double up. Turn card is a deuce.
He's good, he's safe.
9-1 favorite. Only a queen or a 10 on the river would send him to the rail.
Yeah, in all likelihood, 9 out of 10 times here, Coppola gonna get a nice clean double, get some separation.
10 on the river!
What? No.
Trips for Abreu! Celebrations for Team Grund as Felix ladders. Enrico Coppola eliminated in 3rd place, cashing for 512,400 euros.
That is a tempered sally by Felix. I like that. I like that. That was clean.
He cannot believe it. Obviously feels for Coppola, but also knows what that means. Not just financially, but he is going heads up for an EPT title. Yes, the chip deficit is huge, but there's a chance. Yes, Felix will need several double ups to get back in contention in this heads-up battle. George Abreu has had such a stranglehold over this table for the whole day, for most of last night. And he is first to act here. Jack 8.
Yeah, I think another limp candidate here. Feels a bit strong to raise fold and not strong enough to shove. And that's kind of where we're going to be floating with a lot of these kind of hands. You know, your 9-7s, your Jack-8s.
Queens again for Felix. This has been his hand.
Another spot I'd like to see a check. I know it's so like,
sure.
It's just, you're working with 100% range on these limps, right? He's just going to fold to a shove.
900.
He's just going to, you know, often fold to a raise. I think Jack-8 off. Abreu, you know, might think it's a bit too good to fold, the connectivity, but I think Jack-10 he calls, Jack-9 he probably calls, Jack-8 he probably knows better and should fold, but what, you really just have aces again? Like, I have a hand that can flop something.
Yeah, Jack-8 in position he feels is worth a call, and we are going to see a flop. Felix, huge favorite here with queens.
Even though Felix showed the aces, right? Oh my God.
It's a Jack-high flop. This is perfect for Felix.
Small. Small, baby. Keep it low.
I mean, you don't need to keep it low. He's got top pair, he ain't
450.
folding.
I love it. Great sizing here. I would have said about $500,000, yeah.
450,000 is the bet.
Could go either way here for Abreu. I mean, he's just happy to get all the chips in here at 11 big blind depth with top pair. So I think we can expect a click or a flat.
450. 950.
Clicky, clicky.
Felix induces a raise from Georges Abreu. He's made it 950,000 total. Thinks top pair is good here.
Say the words, Felix. Oh,
just a call. So we're going to the turn.
I
4
love this
million.
for you.
4 million in the middle, 2.1 behind.
I love this for Felix.
It's probably
a trap.
Probably all going in on the turn.
Yeah.
That turn card being the 7 of spades. Felix near enough a 9-1 favorite. This is a prime double up opportunity.
Check.
I don't think Abreu is like thrilled by this spot. I think he's just prepared to get the rest in. Of course, it's like 50% SPR, but
yes,
this looks pretty shifty here. You know, we have to imagine Felix would have just shoved all in with pocket 8s, pocket 9s, pocket 10s.
7.
Slowly but surely, the chips are going in. 700,000 is the bet. At some point, Felix will be all in this hand.
All in.
He shoves.
Yeah, baby.
Abreu is suspicious. He doesn't like it, but top pair is too strong.
It's 2 million. Can you come, please?
He's asked for the count. It is 2 million, strictly speaking, 2,100,000. But the reality is, he is priced in.
2,100,000.
Is this the beginning of the Felix Schneider's comeback? Is this going to be a big change in momentum in this heads-up battle? As Abreu makes the call and sees that he's way behind, Felix, a 9-1 favorite to double up, just has to fade a jack or an 8 on the river.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
If it is a jack, if it is an 8, if Abreu spikes a 5 outer, we have our champion here in Paris. The Germans chanting hold.
No jack, no 8. No jades. You don't want to be jaded right now.
The river card. It's an 8. It's 2 pair for Abreu, and he takes the title here in Paris. Felix Schneider's comes up short. It was always going to be a near impossible battle, and Felix should just be delighted with what he's achieved in this tournament at this final table, taking second place at more than 700K. The trophy is going to be lifted by Jorge Abreu from Portugal, and he will claim that first prize of 1.1 million euros. He has dominated the late stages of this tournament, Griffin. He has been table boss at this final table.
Yeah, and well, Felix certainly, you know, melted the hearts of so many of us over this run. This incredible performance from Abreu really can't be understated. I mean, and the humble nature in which he talked about this opportunity and how he just wanted to focus on making the right decisions. A really, really worthy winner at the EPT Paris 2026.
I know it's a cliche, but I do kind of feel like we've got 2 winners here.
Yeah.
This is such a huge result for Felix.
Yeah, and if he won, it would have went to his head, and you know how those ego things happen. Like, that's exactly where he needs to be.
Jorge Abreu becomes the 4th ever Portuguese EPT main event champion, taking down the 3rd edition of the EPT Paris main event for more than €1 million. But the applause and the chants are for this guy. Xflix gets his moment in the spotlight as well.
Yeah, I got to say, one of my favorite final tables ever at a European Poker Tour event. I mean, just the storylines, the narrative, the lore, the hero's journey of Felix Schneider's, and a really, really worthy winner. An incredible performance. Someone who has less than $100,000 in scores, but feels like the most composed professional we've seen on the tour. Just great stuff.
Besting a field of 1,474 entries to take the title and 1.1 million euros for first place. Please give it up for Jorge Abreu.
Thank you for watching this video. Make sure you subscribe for more awesome poker content, and check out this video. The YouTube algorithm seems confident you will like it.